Hello. Hi. Why am I looking over there? I don't know. If you're in my class, you know I don't have technical skills. So I don't know if I'm supposed to move. Anyway, guess what day it is? Dr. Seuss Day. I really love Dr. Seuss. I just happen to have these pieces lying around the house. And my favorite book is The Cat in the Hat. Many years ago, I taught a grade 5-6 class at St. Peter's in Brantford, and we did the play The Cat in the Hat. And those children are now parents. Those kids who were in my play now have kids of their own. So Robby's mom, Caitlin, and Levi's mom, Anne, might be watching, and Taylor, little Taylor. So I always think of them and that year we had together when I do the Dr. Seuss book, and I just love it so much. I Unfortunately, most of my books are at school, but I do have some Seuss stuff at home because, like, really, what am I going to do for my entertainment? So this is one of my other favorites called Dr. Seuss's ABC book. Now, this book reminds me of when I taught grade 1 at Greenbrier. And those kids, I think, are now in grade 11. But we kind of did a play at the end of the year where we acted all this out, and it was super fun. So I'm going to read the Dr. Seuss's ABC book, and then we're going to do some fun activities. And these activities are free at Seussville.com. They even have online games. They have a section for parents, teachers, kids, and everything. So it's Dr. Seuss's ABC book. And I don't have to turn away too much because I kind of know this story. Big A, little a. What begins with... Oh, sorry. Skip ahead there. Ta-da! Big A, little a. What begins with A? Aunt Annie's alligator. A. Big B, little B. What begins with B? Barber baby bubbles and a bumblebee. Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. C. Big D, little d. David Donald do. Dreams a dozen donuts and a duck dog too. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K. Oh. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, E. Ear, egg, elephant. E. Big F, little f. F. 4 fluffy feathers on a feather. Let's see if there's really 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so that must be a fiffer. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Goat girl, goo goo goggles. G. Big H, little h. Hungry horse, hay. Hand in a hat, hooray. Big I, little I. Ichabod is itchy, so am I. Big J, little j. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar and jam begin that way. Big K, little k. Kitten, kangaroo. Kick a kettle, kite, and a king's kerchoo. Big L, little Lola law. Left leg, lazy lion, licks a lollipop. Big M, little m. Many mumbling mice, making midnight music in the moonlight. Mighty nice. Big N, little n. What begins with those? 9 new neckties and a nightshirt and a nose. O is very useful if your name is... I'm trying to read backwards and upside down. O is very useful. You use it when you say, Oscar's only owl oiled an orange owl. Oscar's only ostrich oiled an orange owl today. Struggling. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay, I want you to do that with me. I want you to say the alphabet up to P with me, okay? A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Painting pink pajamas, policeman in a pail. Peter Pepper's puppy, and now Papa's in the pail. Big Q, little Q. What begins with Q? the quick queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. I think that's how I always think the queen sounds. Hello. And they wave like this. So don't wave like that. Try waving like a queen. Very nice. R for Robinson. Big R, little r. Rosie, Robin, Ross. Rosie's going riding on her red rhinoceros. Big S, little s. Silly, Sammy, slick. Sipped 6 sodas and got sick, sick, sick. T, 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 T. What begins with T? 10 tired turtles in a tuttle, tuttle tree. Okay. For some reason, everyone always likes the U page better. I'm not really sure why. Maybe you can help me. I better look at it to read. Big U, little U. What begins with U? Uncle Ub's umbrella. And his underwear, too. Everybody likes that one. Big V, little V. Vera Violet Bin is very, very, very awful on her violin. Maybe if she's off school for a while, she could practice, get a little better, come back. W. Willie Waterloo washes Warren Winkle's who is washing Waldo Woo. X is very useful if your name is Nixie Knox. It also comes in handy spelling axe and extra fox. Big Y, little y. A yawning yellow yak. Young Yolanda Jorgensen is yelling on his back. So this is the only time I ever doubted Dr. Seuss. I would have rathered he said yodeling instead of yelling because they both start with a Y, and it's so seldom that we get to use the word yodeling in the world. So I think this would have been perfect. Plus, look at her. Doesn't she look like she's yodeling? Try that. It might be too quiet around your house these days, so yodeling could be fun. Okay, say the alphabet with me now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Big Z, little Z. What begins with Z? I do. I'm a zizzer, zuzzer, zuzz, as you can plainly see. So when you're Canadian, you're supposed to say Z, and American is Z. But I think if it's to make a story rhyme, then you can say Z, just so it'll rhyme. Poetic license, I believe they call that. So if your grown-up goes to Seussville.com, there are lots of different activities you can do there. But then there's a lot of things that are not there. One of the things that was not there, thus my art skills or lack thereof, was this. So what I did was I looked online and tried to draw just the body of thing 1 or thing 2. And I use this in my classroom when we celebrate Dr. Seuss's birthday, which is May 2nd. And so I made these for the kids, and then we hand print, or like we painted our hands blue, like the hair for thing 1 and thing 2, and we did a hand print there, and then their photo gets put on there so they look like thing 1 or thing 2. So their job is to color the outfit red, and they have to pick what number goes there. Do they want to be thing 1 and put a 1 there? Do they want to pick thing 2, put a 2 there? Do they want to be thing 37? They can put the 37 there. And this says my name is, and that can go there. So I have lots of these photocopied. If you want any, let me know. Another thing we do are word searches. This is a hard one. This is if you master the easier one, then you can do the harder one. This is the easier one. And I say that only because there's less words. And so a lot of times, you know, someone will give you a word search and say, here, do a word search. And you're like, okay, I found a word. And they're like, no, that's not how you do it. Well, how do you do a word search? Well, you have to look for the word that's listed up here, but it's hidden here. So it could be written that way, or up or down, or even diagonally. Okay? So what I do, see, the first word here is book, right? So for me, the easiest letters to look for are going to be the double O's because they're two in a row. They look like eyeballs. So I feel like they will be easier to spot. So even though I'm doing this upside down and backwards, I think I see two O's right there. Yes. So I'm going to get out a highlighter because I think it's more fun to do these with the highlighter. So this is B-O-O-K, and this is B-O-O-K. So I can put a line through that. This is not the best highlighter, apparently. Good thing I have 75 more. But are they here? I'll use a yellow crayon. So then once you find it and mark it, don't forget to cross it off your list, or you'll think you're finished and you won't be. You'll be looking for words you don't need to look. So, boy, B-O-Y. And you know what? I just happened to look down and there's boy. So I have lots of these too. So you can, there's 9 words on that one. And the one on Seussville is a harder one. So there's more on that one. Another thing I did was, oh, you know what I did? I had printouts from Seussville.com, printables, or online somewhere. I got free printables. And then I just cut around the shape of them. And then I thought I would color them. I got a lot more stuff out. Now I know the story of the Cat in the Hat has the fish in it, right? So I know in the story the fish is pink, so I'm going to color this fish pink. But of course, the nice thing about doing art is there's no right or wrong way to do it. If you want your fish to be green, do your fish green. If you want your fish to be purple with yellow polka dots, it's your fish. So you get to do whatever you want. And you can color the bowl or the water if you want. Ta-da! Wow, that's pretty pink, and I like it. Sometimes what I like to do is just, instead of coloring something, just kind of color the lines to make them show a little more. So I'm going to look for blue, 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 blue. Okay, here's a nice blue. And I'm just going to do, I'm just going to outline the lines on the water to show them a different color, like that. And I like that. Do you like that? I like it. So then what you can do, you can use any kind of popsicle sticks, but I got these at the dollar store. And I thought they were really nice. They were Seussy to me. And I just got to get some. I was sure I had a stapler, but I might have brought it to work because for some reason they don't like me to have pointy things. Staplers always go missing off my desk, and scissors, so I often have to bring my own in. So by just coloring that and putting it on a stick, I made a puppet. So I don't want to do just a puppet show with just the fish though. So I also have thing 1 and thing 2 here. So I know their hair is blue, kind of like mine today. So I'm going to use the same blue that I just used for the fish's water. And these are actually crayons. They're Crayola crayons, but it says they're construction paper crayons, which I think makes them color maybe a little darker than just your average crayons. I just had them in my stash. I basically live in a craft store. I have everything here. But a lot of times if I'm planning on doing a craft, I take some of that stuff to school. So a lot of the stuff I wanted to do is at school, which is kind of sad. I don't know if we're going to be able to go get it or whatever, hopefully soon. So if you need stuff to do these activities and you're in Brantford, I could either drop them off. I will wear gloves and I won't lick the envelope. Or you can come pick them up. I can hang them outside of my house and you can come pick them up. And my mailbox has no germs. So that's good. So see how well that showed up, even though it was on gray? Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm going to try the red crayon. So yeah, I went to get these out today. Oh, seriously? There's no red? So yeah, it says construction paper. Okay, should I change their pajamas? You can do that. I just really like the Cat in the Hat colors, but oh, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to color them green. I'm going to pretend it's St. Patrick's Day. So they're going to wear green. Only this green is looking black. So I'm going to go back and look for a different green. So I really wanted to be all well prepared today before I did this, but okay, I'm going to do light green for this one. So these will be my little Irish friends. Cheep. So if you're my class, I have taught you how to speak Irish by saying the number or the letter T 5 times. So try it. Say the letter T 5 times. No, that is not how you say it. So if you want to sound Irish, you have to say the letter T 5 times, but you have to say it like this. T, 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 T. Try that. T, 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 T. Sounds Irish, doesn't it? Now you know how to speak Irish a little bit. So I'm going to pretend it's St. Patrick's Day. So thing 1 and thing 2 are wearing green so that they don't get pinched by a leprechaun. And if I have been your teacher, you know we take St. Patrick's Day very seriously because my daddy was born in Ireland. And so we do all things Irish. And I remember before the March break, a couple of my students, like Milo and Daxpear, they actually built leprechaun traps in school, and they were going to take them home for the March break and see if they could catch a leprechaun. So I'm anxious to hear if that happened, if they caught any leprechauns, because I don't think I told them what to feed them or when to let them go. So I hope they're not spending March break with a little maniac running around their house stealing things and tricking them. So these were just Dollarama popsicle sticks. And I found them Seussy. Like I have one of my Dr. Seuss books has tigers on it. I licked 50 tigers today or something like that. So these popsicle sticks I thought were a little more fun than the plain ones, but you can use the plain ones, and you can always just staple them on. If I knew where my stapler was, that's what I would have done. So now that you have some main characters, you could do a play like Thing 1 and Thing 2, they ran up, they ran down. On the string of one kite, we saw Mother's new gown, the gown with the dots that were pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. And our fish said, no, make... Oh, he should be looking at them, shouldn't he? Make those things go away. So you can do that. You can have a little puppet show. Entertain your grown-ups, because sometimes grown-ups get so bored when you're at home. Like, they don't know what to do. They just want to relax, have a refreshing beverage. Yes, I got my water here. And that's why old people get wrinkled sometimes, because they're not well enough hydrated. So let your grown-ups relax. Put on a little show for them. Maybe they'll even make you green eggs and ham for breakfast. I do not know. So another thing I like to do with my class is, and let me see if I can read the print on this. So where are my glasses? I had to take my glasses off to wear my lovely headband. Okay, so this is from A2ZTeacherstuff.com. So it's just this. And we're going to put a band on it so it'll fit our heads. But usually what I do, because I just like the way it looks, I usually get the kids to either write their name on one of these lines or on the hat rim. You can color it red and white like the Cat in the Hat. Or you can color it rainbow colors, or you can color it patterns, or you can make your own designs. Again, when you are doing art, it's your art. So you do it however you like. And actually, I usually color it first because that way it doesn't even matter if you scribble outside the lines, you're going to cut it off anyway. So remember, when we're cutting the alligator, his mouth needs to open and shut. Okay, you're going to aim him with your thumb pointing up at you, and you're going to open and close that mouth as it follows along the line. This is a very important skill. You're going to need it your whole life. The only way to get good at it is to practice. So in my class, if kids say, "Can you cut that out for me?" I say, "No, but I will hold it for you and help you." And I've only had my finger cut once. So that was a lesson for me and the student. So I don't know what color I should color it. I do have these nice crayons. So, well, maybe if we're still pretending it's St. Patrick's Day, I could draw some green shamrocks on it. Can you see? Ta-ta. So to make a shamrock too, I could show you that. You could do 3 circles connected together like that with a little stem. Or you can do hearts, 3 green hearts connected together. 1, 2, 3, and then you can color those in and give it a stem. Or if you want to do good luck, then how many leaves do we want if we want good luck? Not a 3-leaf. A 4-leaf clover brings us good luck, right? So if you ever find one, you have to keep it forever because you never know when you're going to need good luck. So you get a book and you open it to your favorite number page and you press the 4-leaf clover in there and you save it forever in your underwear drawer or somewhere where you keep all your important things. And then if you ever need it, you can go to it. My headband's about to fall off. It's hard to be stylish all the time. So I'm just doing his hat like this, and then maybe if I'm doing a St. Patrick's Day one, I'll do a rainbow. Red. Orange. Yellow. And then green. Blue. And then purple. So I'm not going to finish it all. I'm just going to show you kinds of things you can do. I've already made 1 or 2 or 6. So I'll write my name here, Mrs. Robinson. I wonder why my mom named me that. You should ask your parents how they chose your name. I'm going to ask my mom, "Mommy, why did you name me Mrs. Robinson?" I'll let you know what she says. Remember when I was little and she'd say, "Oh, Mrs. Robinson, don't be sad. Come have a cookie." And I'd say, "Okay, Mama." So there's no right or wrong way. Once you've made your hat, you can use some glue to put the band on it. Now, you don't want to glue it up here because guess what will happen? You won't be able to see. What you want to do is glue it right above the bottom band because that gives it enough strength to hold it up. And you do not have to use green paper. I mean, you can use like the crown I made for Paper Bag Princess. I just used white paper. I don't know if my head's too big for this. Ooh, it's gonna fit. My head's not quite as large today. Or my paper's longer. Whichever. Doesn't matter. All right. Okay, I got a lot going on my head today. So, let me try that on. Tee. That's my Irish hat, my Irish voice. Tee. All right. So we did that. I told you about Seussville.com. So my friend, who's a sewer, knows that I love Dr. Seuss. So look what she made me. Is this adorable? Look at, in case I want to pretend I'm a doctor. Get it? Dr. Seuss, okay? But she also made it reversible. Oh, she loves me. So look at that. I have a reversible Dr. Seuss mask. I don't know where I'm going to wear it to, but sometimes you might decide, hey, I'm going to wear a mask today. It's sudden doctor day. Or you might be going somewhere and your parents might say, you know what, let's play sudden doctor day. And then you get to wear a mask or gloves. And if I get anything ready to drop off to anyone or anything, I always spray it to make sure it's clean. I wear gloves to handle it. And I wear my mask if I'm talking to people that I don't really know, or if I'm out somewhere, because sometimes you have to go out even if you don't feel well or whatever. But your grown-ups know what's good for you and what's not. So it's most important to just listen to your grown-ups. But my friend that makes the masks, they're made out of cloth, so you can wash them. And she can make Star Wars ones, any kind at all. So if you're interested, let me know. She actually has a Facebook page called Squirrels Craft Nook. And I asked her to make me one of those because I don't really wear them, but it's nice to have them just in case you ever feel like you would like one. So she made me that today. So I was thankful for that. So anyways, this is the end of our second video, the Dr. Seuss one. And I think the next one we're going to make is going to be fairy gardens. So when you're out for walks or in your backyard, you can look for things like little sticks, little tiny bits of branches, maybe some little acorn hats or acorns, although that would be mostly in the fall. But like even little pine cones, anything you might find, rocks. Rocks are good for a fairy garden. I have plasticine at the house because my daughter just finished an assignment where she had to do a picture made out of plasticine. So I had bought a bunch of colors of plasticine. But if you don't have them, again, I do have more if you're in Brantford and want to pick some up or whatever. But anyway, I hope you had fun with the Dr. Seuss stuff, and I will see you next time. Okay.